My name is Marquita, and welcome to our Healthy Living live broadcast show. I have been a registered nurse for several years. The reason I want to talk about this information and created this show is because there's an epidemic of obesity, including children. As up to 5 years old, they're obese. So we have to make some changes. We have to also teach the parents to buy better foods. So this is part of the reason I'm doing this show. Also, the causes of other illnesses is from obesity. Children, whether they're kids, preteens, they can still get adult diseases because they're overweight. Kids can get hypertension. They can get high cholesterol. They can get what they call a non-alcoholic liver, which is a fatty liver that occurs because of excess weight. So also they can get diabetes. Diabetes, why? Because normally our beta cell produces insulin. This allows our body to adjust, and it allows our body to get rid of the sugars. So if we're eating too much, we're beating up the beta cells of the pancreas, which then we lose it. So then you turn into a type 2 diabetic. Then you have to really watch your diet, and you have to take medication. And if you're still abusing it, then you're going to convert to type 1 diabetes, which is insulin dependent, meaning your body has absolutely no insulin left to help your body get rid of the sugars. So we want to try to get this early with the children before they get into that late stage of type 1 diabetes. So one thing that can decrease their appetite is they should be taking fiber at least 1 to twice a day. Children, there's a lot of different types of fiber. One thing is we have our Arbonne products, and we call them the Fit Chews. And they can chew these 1 to 3 a day. It'll help curb their appetite. Or they can eat different fibers. And they love them because it's like candy. But we'll get to the Arbonne products in a minute. Another thing that can decrease their appetite is eating protein, like even if it's protein shakes or eggs. So breakfast is called break the fast. So you have to eat or drink something to break the fast. So you have to make sure that you're doing those things. You can also give them flaxseed. It's a normal fiber. You want to decrease the bread intake because bread has a lot of hidden sugars. And because once you break down, it turns into sugar. So you want to decrease bread intake as much as possible. When I go to these homes, sometimes I see these huge rolls with sugar and bread on tables with cookies and cakes. And that should not be. They should be able to come home and have great fruits and vegetables, strawberries, blackberry, raspberries, blueberries, green apples, cherries, tangerines. They should have fruit instead of all of this other stuff that they come home and eat. I know when the children are away from the home, you can't control what they eat. You can encourage them and teach them, and then maybe they can make better choices. But parents, you have to model for your children. You can't have the children come home after school and eat a full dinner or eat a bunch of these snacks. I know children like those Cheetos that are hot and flamey. None of these things have any benefits to your child. Just a bunch of fat and sugar. Same thing with candy. You can't just give your kids candy. It's what we call empty calories. Empty calories means no benefit to your body or your nutrition. We'll talk about getting into other healthy snacks. Give them granola bars. But if your child is sensitive to soy and peanuts, you want to start getting used to reading the labels because soy mimics estrogen, which causes a lot of problems. So soy used to be the thing, but now it's definitely not the thing. So you want to look at the labels when you look at your snacks for your children. These are like anywhere from 90, 70 calories. The bigger bars that are thicker, they're like 120 calories. So you want to make sure you stay away from that. Also, those products, some of them contain peanuts. Peanuts used to be a healthy legume, but it's not anymore. Peanuts and peanut butter because of the fat content. Also, it triggers allergy reactions and buildup. So you want to back off of that. And that was hard for me because I love peanuts and I do like peanut butter. So the key thing to all of this stuff is moderations. Now, you can also give them carrots and cucumbers. They're very good as a healthy snack. Women who are trying to get rid of fat, actually water weight, then you can eat the cucumbers, what we call water foods. You can eat watermelon and cantaloupe that'll help you get rid of some of the water that likes to deposit around our ankles and our knees. But if you find yourself with those kind of things, you might want to consult your primary doctor. You want to make sure you don't have any medical problems that's causing problems with your weight gain. Also, your thyroid can be causing problems. Hysterectomies cause problems. I mean, as soon as you have it, it's like you blow up. But also, if you work late hours, people say they don't have time to exercise, but you do. I'm going to show you later in the segment how to do those things. You want to also decrease sodas. I mean, they should be eliminated. If your child is obese, you should eliminate sodas. None of those high energy drinks, it has a lot of caffeine. You want to stay away from caffeine. That increases your appetite. It doesn't decrease your appetite. So you want to stay away from those things because they have a lot of sugar content. The only bread they recommend is rye bread. Now, as far as milk products, you want to stay from regular milk products. If I know in some of the neighborhoods, there's not enough super stores in the neighborhood. So sometimes you have these little bitty stores that do not offer all the nutritionist things. So if you can't get to the rice milk, the coconut milk, the almond milk, then try the lactose-free 1% milk. And then you have to transition your kids. You can't go from whole milk to now non-fat or 1% milk. So it depends on what's available in your neighborhood. One day when I do get rich, I want to open up stores in all the neighborhoods. So parents who do not have cars and don't have time to take the bus have to travel several 30 and 40 miles just to get to a market that has all these healthy products. Now, if you do, it'll be worth it on the weekend to travel to get the healthy snacks. Or even if you have those little food where they have farmer markets, you can get your fruits, you can freeze them and use them as you go. They also have options where you can buy the frozen products of berries and fruits and stuff like that. The main thing is get yourself more healthy. It's also better to eat sweet potatoes and yams than to eat regular white potatoes. Now, I know children, it's going to be hard, but you guys are the parents, so you have to model. They want to go get their McDonald's nuggets and fries and all that. That's not healthy for them. They have healthier choices on their menu, but you have to pick the choices. And a little child should never have anything large or super unless it's vegetables or fruit. So we have to change the mindset. And parents, you guys have to model. You are bringing the food into the house. You're purchasing the food for your children. Now, there's many ways to cut down calories and simple ways to prepare meals. You can go to Ralph Alp's and get your sliced turkey, make your own sandwiches. Because Subway, what I found out, I think we all heard about that one, is that they have like 50% soy in there. So it's not even really chicken or turkey. It's like, what? So you have to really be careful. You have to listen to all the current nutritional new problems and make sure you do the modification. You have to read your labels. Also, if your child or you are having some kind of mental health issues, then go to your doctor and have them evaluate you. Because, that's just another organ of the body. It's the brain. Just like we fix our heart, we fix our stomach, we fix everything else, we need to fix the brain. The brain is the transmission to everything that goes on in the body. So we want to make sure we're healthy and also get approval from your doctor on the type of exercises you can do. Now, I've had several surgeries, so I know I can do it. That's why I made these exercises, because I was getting too heavy. So I call them easy motion exercises, which kids can do, anybody can do, and that'll be later in the segment. Now, to talk about the Arbonne products. Arbonne products are pure beneficial products. They use a lot of natural things like fruits and vegetables in all their products. We have what we call a 30-day plan, healthy plan, and you can go online and you can sign up for a preferred client, which is $20 more, but you get 20% off and you get free products. So on your 30-day, you get 2 bags of the protein. You get a vanilla and you get a chocolate shake. You can also get the convenient packs where if you're on the go, you can just pop it in your shaker cup and you have your protein shakes. We also have what we call fiber that you can also put in your shakes, even though your shakes do have some fiber in it. But if you want to increase your fiber, you can add like another half or a scoop of the fiber to your protein shakes. We also have protein bars that we have, which holds 10 grams of protein. It has no soy, it has no artificial products, colors, flavors. None of these products have any of those items. No soy, no peanuts, none of that unhealthy stuff that's not good for you. So this is a good way for your child to come home and you give them a protein bar. The other thing that it includes in the 30-day is the Digestive Plus. And this will help keep your, we want to get the proper probiotics in our stomach because our immune system comes from our stomach. So we have to have a good gut. If we don't have a good gut, we're not going to have a good immune system. So this helps to do that. This is 7 days. Actually, you can take this every day. Also, then we have what we call, these are our Fizz Sticks. The Fizz Sticks, they are a way of getting B vitamins kind of like on the go. So when you're at work and you want some B vitamins to help pick you up, you just pop one of these babies in here and they fizz. They have natural plants and vegetables. Just shake it up. And if you want more fluid, it's up to you. You can change it. And then you just drink it. It comes in pomegranate and it comes in citric. It's not one of those type of products that's going to shoot up your blood sugar because it has none. It will not do that. It slowly gives you the essential vitamins and B vitamins to help raise your energy slowly and sustain you throughout the day. Now, when I go back to work, I'm going to have to do this. But when I'm at work and feeling low and lops, then I take one of my Fizz Sticks. So you will get 2 of those types in your 30-day. Like I said, it's citrus and it's pomegranate. You also get what we call is the herbal detox teas. It helps to support your liver and your kidney. It will detox it. And it's a tea. I mean, it's a nice, pleasant tea. You don't need to add anything. It's just tea. So that's another thing. You'll get 2 boxes of these in that same kit. Now, the only other thing I don't have is the 7-day cleanse. And that's also included in your 30-day pack. In your 30-day pack also includes your 30-day guide. So it takes you step by step on what to take, when to use it, and how much to take. So you're not there alone. And on the website, it's before and after examples of people before they took the products and after they took the products. Now, if you want to get to the products, you can go to Marquita.com and order your products there. Everything, whether it's the videos or whatever products. We have egg toast as well. You can order all those items at Marquita.com. We also have a telephone number. It's 310-549-1113. 310-549-1113. Now, in the 30-day plan, the convenient protein packs is not in that plan. You get the big, large bags of protein powder. So I just wanted to clarify that for you. Now, again, back to the Fizz Chews for your children. They come in caramel, lemon, and chocolate. So So this is a way that when the kids come home, you can give them fiber. And they like it because it tastes like candy basically. But you don't want to give them too many and just put a bowl out there because they will eat them up and then they'll wind up having loose stools. So you don't want that. So you have to monitor your child with these. Now we also have other products. We have a colon cleanse. We have the pre. We have the pulse and the hydration for our athletes. We have that line. For kids, we have the vitamins, and we have the vitamins for the men and women. We have greens. You know, if you're not into tasting the kale and the spinach, or you're in a hurry, you missed it, take you some greens. The greens will give you that daily supplement. Also, we have calcium. We have menopause support. We have joint support, which I use. We have what they call Evolution, which is another fiber that you can take, and also take the Thermal Booster, which includes magnesium in there to help speed up your metabolism. So this also helps with your metabolism and losing weight. We have a lot of product lines. We have the FC5, all complete from eye care to your total face, your body. We have shampoos. We have hair. We have also for the older women who want to take care of their wrinkles. We have the RE9 products that we have for older women. We also have the men's line, where this is the one that my husband loves, because you can do the pre, it's a pre-cleanser that helps your hairs to stay up on your face, so you have to keep shaving so hard. You have the shaving gel, and there is an Afterbalm, and there's also a lubricant for the face as well. For the sensitive females, we have a Calm line. The Calm line is if you have sensitive skin. And I know this is a product that you can use. It has all the same things that you need for your eyes and your skin and your body care. So this is another line if you're sensitive. We also have the Shea Butter products, where you get the body wash and you get the lotion. So if you go to Marquita.com and click on Arbonne, it'll take you to the website, and you can see all these wonderful products. We also have makeup. We have everything you need to do for your makeup line. We have the mascara, we have the regular lipstick, as well as the gloss. We have eye makeup remover, we have eyeliners, we have the liquid foundation if that's the one that you prefer. We also have the powder foundation. We have eye shadow, we have concealer, and before you put on any makeup, you put on the primer. Oh, you can just watch the wrinkles and the smoothness of the skin just disappear. So you want to go ahead and you can watch our makeup products as well. So I'm going to be taking a break, and I'll be back in about I'll be back after the commercial break. Okay, see you in a few minutes.
Just like you, my skin, my tone, my walk, my life, man, it really be on. Block life, live, man, I'm still in the zone. Can't spit the life that I'm living on alone. Spit fire, get tired, still a go, watch the flow. Everybody talking about living life on the show. Here I go, watch the curtain open for certain. Still working, I got the road now. No life to live, no lead, no life to be. Nobody just but me. I walk around the world, still stuck, man. Like I tell you, I don't give a damn, yeah. Got my mind frame stuck like I told you. Never walk around and I'm an everyday soldier. Marching to the beat of the drums. 3-5-4 from, and now here I come. My skin's like your skin. Say your skin's like my skin. We all fit in. We all fit in. My skin's like your skin. Say your skin's like my skin. We all fit in. We all fit in.
As the sun sets in the west, I rock the best.
But let me let you know, yeah, I passed my test. I came in here to flip the rhyme from the mind and let you know it's me, yeah, one of a kind. The niggas in my hood used to creep, smoke weed, used to kill and deal and bust for real. But let me let you know I'm the chill. This rap game, homie, I came to kill. Now feel it when I bust, cause I'm bustin'. Best believe it's hard, yeah, hard I'm trusted, cause I'm mine. Mine with the rhyme, and best believe it's me, homie, yeah. One of a kind, cause I'ma get it, flip it, and best believe I'm with it. And if you down with it, yeah, homie, we gon' get it. Cause I'm from the west side and I spit it. This West Coast in it. My skin's like your skin. Say your skin's like my skin. We all fit in. We all fit in. My skin's like your skin. Say your skin's like my skin. We all fit in. We all fit in. They don't know, but let me hear them. I wanna fit in. Said I wanna fit in. Yeah.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I wanna fit in.
Testing 1, 2, 3. It's on it just a
They
little
don't know,
bit.
but let me hear them. Yeah. I live a life all alone, here I go in the zone. Who gon' blame me for the life that I'm living when you're wrong? Here I go, I'm willingly feeling me every day. Gotta get it every day, working every day, trying to really hit it. I'm on the concrete, still on the stage. 365, make it on the day. Ain't gon' never quit until I make it look like it. That's what I'm telling you, man, I do it my way. My skin's like your skin. Say your skin's like my skin. We all fit in. We all fit in. My skin's like your skin. Say your skin's like my skin. We all fit in. We all fit in. My skin's like your skin. Say your skin's like my skin. We all fit in. We all fit in. My skin's like your skin. Say your skin's like my skin. We all fit in. We all fit in.
Okay, hi, and welcome back. I just wanted to give you a couple more things that I think you should know right away, and we'll go into other details on our next video, live cast. So, when you're eating with your kids, you need to sit with your children and sit with them the entire time, because you need to make sure that they eat slowly. And if they are overweight, or if you're overweight, then drink a glass of water before you eat. The reason you have to eat slowly is because it takes time for the mind to tell the stomach that it's full. So it's very important that you sit with them, because children like to gobble things down and then go play their games. So you want to sit with them, and while they're eating their entire meal. This is also a time for you to have conversation of how their day went. You know, keep in touch with your children. So this is very important. Also, you want to make sure that you keep the plate. Half of it should be vegetables. I mean, if you and then you should not have, like I said, the white potatoes and the French fries and all of that. That should not be on the child's plate. If you do, you got to change their habits. I understand you got to do things in moderation, but that should be a very small portion. Now, the other thing, you should have a fourth of lean protein. Fish, chicken, tuna, any kind of fish is always good for you to give to the children. Okay, the other one is that a fourth of it should be what they call complex carbohydrates, where you have your legumes, you have your brown rice. You can use brown rice tortillas, where I know a lot of the people use either flour or corn, but you should use rice tortillas. So those are some of the things that you can do. Now, far as the fats is like 1/3, like say almond butter, coconut butter, olive oil, those kind of things you can use in your food products. So now we're going to go into some simple, easy motion exercises that I promised you. Now, mind you, Everyone says, I don't have time. You do. If you watch an Empire or Greenleaf or whatever your favorite program is, you have time to exercise. You can exercise while you're watching the program. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over some simple exercises. And I'm going to review a few that we had from our last show. So, this is going to be the part where you're lying down. Like, you can be in your bed. You can lie on the couch, but I'll show you some exercises for the couch in a minute. But right now, we're going to do the lying exercise. Okay, so you can start with your isometric. Isometric is that you're not really doing a lot of movement. You're actually contracting and holding. So in your app, hold it in and let it out. In, out, in, out. Or just hold it. And do it for several minutes. You can do that. You can do that while you're driving. You can do that while you're at work. Another thing you can do is bring your toes, raise your toes toward your head. See your feet? Just raise them towards your head and just hold it there. That helps your lower calves. So if this is an easy motion to help you with your calves, and then you can do it more often, you can do it more frequently, because if you notice, you'll notice that your calves are moving. So those are the kind of things you want to do. Now, another thing you can do that's easy, I call them butt rocks, because tilts is a little bit different. Tilts, you got to go all the way up. Where if it's easy motions, you just rock the butt up. Rock the butt up. So what you do is you just rock it a little bit. You see? So you're still getting a lift. It's good for your lower back, and it's good for your thighs. It's good for your buttocks. So these are some simple things that you can do. Now, there's another exercise that I call knee wags, where you just open your knees like so, and you just opening and closing them, and you that's it, and you just keep going while you're watching your TV program. Because if you exercise, by the time you get to a commercial, there's several minutes that have gone by and you're exercising. Okay, so you can do these, and it's easy to do. And I know you think at first, oh, it doesn't look like it's working, but trust me, it works. Another thing you can do is what I call heel slides, which you just bring your legs up and down, slide your heels, and you come back. Okay? So that's easy. You can get to where you can do both. And then make sure you try to hold your tummy in and keep your back pressed to the ground or to your bed, wherever you are doing your exercises. Okay? Now, another thing you can do, I call these the knee side bends, because you just go into the side. Just like this. And it's a little bit easier on your bed because the floor is just flat. The bed, it kind of contorts to you where the floor doesn't. So normally I do these while I'm laying down in my bed. And I can do these for several minutes because it works. You can feel it on your side and your abs. So it helps to tone that. So you can do it like that. Then there's another real simple one called V closures. V closures, meaning, you're making a V, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to just open and close. It's simple, right? But look, you're working your thighs. You see that? You're going to work your abs. This is a very good exercise. I'm telling you, you got to do this exercise. This is a great exercise. Now, if you can't lift it, it'd be good to lift it. Lift it up a little bit. Hold your ab in. Try to keep your back on the floor of the bed and do the same thing. But that's once you get used to doing the exercises. If you can't do it at first, then just do it this way. Because if you're not used to exercising, trust me, you're going to feel it tomorrow. Okay, so another one of my favorites is, I call them sit-ups. Now, you can do them while you're lying on the floor, or we can pretend like this is the bed. You can do it on your couch. So what you can do is, depending on how strong you are, depends on how far you go when it comes to your pillow. If you still need more help, scoot up closer. Then you won't have to come up so far. The main thing is to keep moving. Get started. You can do this in your bed with your pillow. You can do it on the couch. You can do it anywhere. And if it's too much, again, slide down. I mean, if you're more advanced, excuse me, slide down and come up. It's so much easier. But again, if you're having a hard time, scoot up so that your back is hitting your pillow or the arm of your couch. Because that means you're not all the way down flat. So you're at an angle. So it'd be easier for you to accomplish it. So make sure that you do those things. Because I'm going to be going back to lying down in a few minutes to show you another exercise. So, actually, we can do it from here, but let's go to the floor. And what I want to show you, this is a great exercise because it works your butt, your back of your thighs, and your back. You know when you have all that extra fat on your back? This exercise will eat that up. It helped me a lot. So you lay flat and you raise your legs up. Like this. You raise them up. If you can't raise them all the way up, raise them wherever you can. And then as you go along, you get further and further. Okay, so like I said, the most important thing is to get moving. I'm going to sit up on my arms right now because of the mic. But if you can only go a little bit, then go a little bit. Then you'll be able to, each time, the next week, just move up a little higher and higher and higher to the point to where you'll be able to do the exercise with no problem. And again, you can do all these while you're watching TV. I love this exercise. I just truly, truly love it. And the thing about it is, the doggone exercises work. Because look, I'm sweating. So if you keep doing these exercises, when you start sweating, you know you're working. So that's a good thing. So you want to keep going. And then the other thing what you want to do is rotate the exercises that you do. So that's also very important. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go to some sitting exercises. Now, remember I said you're going to get lying, sitting, and standing. So your exercises can be anywhere. So let's do some sitting exercises. I call these the toe lifts. You just basically picking your toes up while you're sitting. You see that? You lift the back of your foot up so that you're on your toes. And then you'll see your calves are moving. You see that? That's what you're going to be doing. And then you can just march with it. You know, you can do them individual. I call them toe marches. Because it emulates a march, but you're sitting down and you're on your toes, right? So this is something you can do all the time. It's not a problem, right? Now, another thing you can do, it was similar to the lying, you know, when we had the leg wax, right? You spread your leg, because see, it's going to work in here. And this is a problem for a lot of females, kids, everybody who's overweight, right? So you want to get rid of this. So you're going to do these wags. It looks funny. My husband always laughs at me when he sees me doing this. But it works. So just don't worry about it. Just keep doing it. Okay? Now, another thing you can do is what I call chairlift. You know, where you're gonna be raising your feet up and putting them down. You notice the thigh? See the thigh? It's working the thigh. So you want to raise them up as far as you can go. If you can't raise them all the way, just get started. Go from here, go higher, and go higher. So wherever you are, you can get started, because even if you're down here, you can feel your thighs moving. So wherever you are, you can do that. Now when you get more advanced, you can cross your legs. It becomes like a simulation of weight, because now it's heavier. So then you can progress to that and do the weight. So this one will be for the right thigh, because the left foot is on top of the right foot. Then you can change for the left and put the right foot over the left foot. So this will make it a little bit more difficult. If you're just starting, I don't recommend that. If you just start doing this at first, so then you'll get used to it, because you're going to feel it. If you're not used to doing it, you're going to feel it. Okay? Now, the other thing you can do is lift your legs. You know, just lift your knees. Lift your knees while you're sitting here, and get them up as high as you can. If you can't get them that high, get them low. I mean, start wherever you are and then get higher as you go along, as you progress. Because then that'll be better for you, because you're getting more muscles, the entire muscle involved. So you want to do those lifts. Now, the other thing that's good to do, I call them chair squats. Why? Because you're just basically getting up and sitting down. You can do this at work. Get up, you sit down. You get up, you sit down. You get up, you sit down. So you're basically squatting. It's the same motion as if you was to stand up and go down, but see, that's hard on my knees. So I can't do squats like that. But I can get up and I can sit down. I can get up and I can sit down. Now, if you need to have the chair or the couch higher, raise the chair up like I just did. And then you won't have to get up so far. Your distance of getting up is less than it was initially. So you have to find a way to do your exercises. And you can make adjustments. And don't feel bad because you can't do it at once. But there's something you can do. And the most important thing is to get started. Okay? Now another thing, this is my new little buddy. It's just a peddler. P-E-D-L-E-R. And the reason I like this is because you can sit down and be exercising. Now, when you exercise, you can watch your favorite program, and I guarantee you, if you're watching your program, like Empire, Greenleaf, then you know the drama is going to keep you watching. So if you're still watching, you can still be pedaling. By the time you get through 2 commercials, you have pedaled for 30 minutes. And if you watch the whole show, you've exercised for a whole 60 minutes. So it's up to you. Kids like it too, because my nephew came over. He couldn't wait to get on. He's like, oh, look at this. And he's pedaling, and he wanted to go faster and faster. So kids love these pedalers as well, which is good exercise for them too, because this is your thighs and your abs. So the main thing is to get exercising. So you want them to be able to participate they can do the same exercises. You guys can do them together. You can make it a family project. If the family needs to lose weight, even I need to lose about 10, 15 more that I'm gonna work on. That's me. But what I'm saying is you have to adapt all of these good, healthy living tips, and you have to exercise. Now, when we come back, we're gonna go into some exercises for standing. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, welcome back. Now, the thing about the Peddler is it is adjustable. You can turn the knob, you can make the tension harder, and you can make it lighter. So it's up to you. I would recommend the light adjustment when you first start, and then you can progress it to a stronger and tighter adjustment. So those are the things you can do. Usually they have a speedometer on it, so it will track how many steps that you pedal. So, you know, it is what it is, but you got to get going and you got to work it. So and these don't cost that much. It's like, you know, $30, $40. Depends on which brand. I'm not recommending any particular brand. Just get your Peddler and get this started. Now, it is what it is. You hear that? So get started. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some arm bends. Now, you can do it without the weight, any weight. You could do it with weight. Depends on, you know, what your limitations are. Me, myself, I can do 10 pounds, do the curls, but for now, you can do it with, you don't have to go purchase any weights. You can get you some water bottles. You can get you some heavier bottles. For this instance, I just happen to have the water bottles. So you can get this and you can be able to hold it. The Gatorade bottles are a little wider and a little bit more fluid. So the more fluid you have, the more pounds you have. So you just have to get going on working your arms. And as you're pedaling, you can also be working your arms at the same time. So you just have to keep doing these reps. And what you do is you do about, say, 25, and then you might want to do 3 to 5 reps. But it depends on you when you first get started, because you are going to get sore. So I just want you to know that that will happen, and that's okay. You may even have to rest the next day, and that's okay, because you have to rest so your body can recover. So it's nothing wrong with that at all. And make sure you're drinking your water. Right now I'm drinking my Fizz-Fit. Give me energy. Okay, now another thing we can do, we have, like everybody is aware of the scissors. You know, it's just basically bringing your legs up and crossing them. So again, this is engaging your thighs. So you want to go ahead and you want to do any kind of exercises is what's important. You just want to exercise. And then you want to, you can lift your legs. You can lift them together. You can lift them one at a time. You're still engaging your thighs. If you can't lift too much because of your knee problem, then lift them where you are. At least you're exercising. And even if you say that you're having pain, I know that. I have pain all the time. But you have to keep moving. If you don't move, you're going to limit your activity and what you can do. And you don't want your joints to freeze on you. So you need to be doing some kind of movement. So just take your pain medication, whatever the doctor ordered for you, anti-inflammatory or whatever he orders for you. Then you can do that. But I want you to keep exercising. So the other thing is, now we're going to do some things while we're standing. Now, standing exercises, you can do different toe raises. Now, these kind of toe raises are actually good for your calves. So you're going to lift up on your toes. You see where my calves are engaging? You see it changed. You see that? So you want to do these. It's going to help your calves. It also helps you with your balance anytime you're doing your exercises, because you have to, your core, which is your tummy, has to maintain your balance. Now, if you're having a hard time and you feel like you're leaning over, then you can hold on to something and you can lift that way until you get a little stronger, because some people may not be strong enough yet. So then hold on to something. So it's up to you to decide where you're at. I just want to give you exercises that you can do, that you can use in order to be healthy. So just remember, these are raising your calves, helping your calves. So when you're trying to exercise, you have to exercise your whole body, or your body will be uneven. My oldest son told me about that. He always trained, so he told me that. So, and then you also need the rest in between. So sometimes when I'm washing or brushing my teeth, I just do my toe lifts. I mean, you don't have to be in a particular place to do it, but you can just do it. So you just do it. So you get used to it, and then you do it. And trust me, you are going to feel that. Now, you'll feel it right in your calves. Especially if you're not used to doing it, you will feel it. Now, another thing you can do is marches. Now, this engages your legs and your arms. Now, my husband, he always laughs at me because he thinks that it looks silly. But you know what? It works, though, because you lifting your legs, you're engaging your core, hold your tummy in as much as you can, and you're moving your arms. Now, you can also add your bottles. So now you're working your arms, you're working your thighs, you're working your calves, and your core, because your core has to hold you up, right? So this you can do. If you can't get all the way, then do little ones. Just do it. If you can't incorporate the bottles with it, just long as you move it, that's all that matters. Can't do your arms at the same time. Some people can't do two things at one time. That's okay. Long as you're doing it, and like say, if you can't do it at the same time, then do your arms separately. You know, you can really get into it. You can bend a little bit, because then that engages your thighs. Got that from Taekwondo. So then you still engaging your thighs, but then you still got your arms going, right? So there's different ways to do things, and whatever motivates you. If you motivated with music, then put the music on. If you're motivated with your TV shows, put your TV shows on. But you're always going to have time to do some kind of exercises, right? Now, another thing you can do is squats. Meaning, if you can't go too low like me, you can just touch a surface and come up. If you want to go lower, then you can go lower. You can go to your couch or your bed and you can do your squat. But make sure you keep your butt out. That's real important. The more you stick your butt out, the less pressure you're going to get on your knees. So with me, that's very helpful. And then you're moving your arms. So this is another way to do it. And like I said, if you can't get this low, then get this high. But you need something stable that basically your butt has to bend over and touch something. Okay? That's the main thing. Have your butt touch something. You don't want to do it on like a freestanding arm of a chair because you can move and you can fall. So we're not trying to increase injuries. We're trying to increase healthy living. So you don't want to do that at all. I don't want anybody to fall. Now, you can do side twists. Just keep it and then just twist your upper body. Try not to move your hips. This is for your waist. And it's also for your back. Like I have back problems as well. So you can twist while you're standing. You can put your arms up if that helps you better. So just keep moving. Now, in order to get any of my products, Egg Toast, Arbonne, the video once it's reposted if you missed the show, go to Marquita.com and you can click on events to get to all my shows. You can click on Arbonne to get to Arbonne. You can click on Egg Toast to get to Egg Toast. Now, okay, so another thing that I wanted to do that I forgot to tell you about that was in the chair that works very well. Now, you can adjust your chair or your bed however low you need it, but if you bend over and touch the floor, you're doing sit-ups. You can do this in your bed as well. You start in a sitting position and you just do your sit-ups. This is another way to do it. And like I said, you can get as close to the ground as you want until you're able to go all the way down. Once you get some of the excess weight off your abdomen, you'll be able to go a little lower. Now, I couldn't go this low for, several months ago, but I was determined to get that excess weight off my gut. Because that excess weight around your gut is actually the most unhealthy weight because it's high levels of cortisol, which also impacts your immune system as well as your kidneys. So you want to just keep exercising. And the thing about this is I've given you several ways to do simple motion, easy motion activities. And I had to develop this for myself because I was gaining weight. So I'm giving you the opportunity to learn some of the things I had to learn the hard way. So, I had like that long, flabby arms that wiggles. So that's why, I decided to do the curls for me. So you can also raise your hand and do it that way. I can't because of my limitation. But if you raise your arm up and curl up, then you can do your triceps. This is your biceps, but it will still help your tricep because you're moving. Your arm is moving. For me, I cannot do over the head because of my shoulder restrictions. Okay, but I can do curls. So, what I wanted to tell you is we're going to take a commercial break, and we still got time. So, remember some of the things that I had mentioned to you. Okay, now we can do the warm down. Okay, the warm down is easy. You can bend over and just stretch your back. You can hold it there if you have the limitations. You can hold it there. Or you can stand and you can bend over and touch the floor. If you can't touch it all the way, wherever you can touch is okay. At least you're touching, you're bending over. And just hold it there for, about a minute or so. Just hold it, and then you'll feel the stretch in the back of your thighs as well as your back. And you want to stretch those muscles out. So that's good. The other thing you can do is, if you want to do it in the chair, you can bend over and you can hold it there too. You'll get the back stretch. You just won't get the thigh stretch. But it's a stretch, especially if you've been doing the exercises. Now, another thing you can do to warm down is use your peddler, but just move in slower motion. Because right now, you're not trying to really exercise, you're trying to warm down. So you want to do it in slower motions. And I'm just going to do like a little recap. The most important thing is that you want to make sure that you review all the products that you buy in the store. No soy, no milk, no bread, decreasing, no excess. The producer of this show is T-Jams. And his webpage is tjamstheproducer.com. And again, for my products is marquita.com. And you can get the Healthy Living video. You can have access to the Arbonne products and our egg toast. The telephone number is 310-549-1113. That's 310-549-1113. The video. You can also request DVDs for the at marquita.com. So you can purchase DVDs so you can have it at home if you want. You can also subscribe to my network at marquita.com and subscribe for $9.99. The next segment that I'm going to be doing is surviving workers' comp. I'm going to give you my personal experiences, all the things I've been through, all the things I've learned through trial and error, all my financial pitfalls, and all my different attorneys that finally got me back on track. So I'm going to be writing several books with my Survival series. So come back and tune in. I'm going to be doing audible reading of my book. The first one is Surviving Workers' Comp. I'm going to also be doing another book, Surviving the Baker Family Antics. That'll be coming up as well. That has all the drama of drug use, molestation, criminals, domestic violence, family circles. So all of that stuff is to come. Also, I want to do Surviving Sarcoidosis. That's going to be coming up as well. So these are some of the things I want to do. And then in between, we'll still do some more healthy living segments and information to be given to you. So I want you to become a fan. I love you guys. Come back and visit us. Again, you can contact me at marquita.com. I have for the healthy living videos, and my producer is willing to do DVDs for you, so he will set all of that stuff up on the website. He's also my web designer. He's just fantastic. I'll see you next week for the first segment on surviving workers' comp. And again, the producer's name is T-Jams, and I will see you next time. So have a good day. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.
The game don't change, the rules stay the same way. The game don't change. In the game to play, 9 innings can't stay. Sit back, I tell you, every day, man, I can't wait to get that cash. Stay on point, bro, I can't play. The game don't change.